I'm going to talk about how I structure my creation process at a high level. So for me, it starts with a pillar project, which I usually try to have on par each quarter. So that's some big content project that I'll be building every 3 to 4 months. This could be a new e-learning product, a new book, development of a keynote presentation, a long form video documentary, a video sales letter to sell a refined consulting offer. Whatever high leverage opportunity comes into my awareness, whatever tectonic plates need to shift to give me the biggest ROI in my life, that will be my focus. Right now, it's building this course and working with my publishing partner to finalize the book. Those two things go hand in hand. But from that big pillar project, you should also be spinning off derivative content pieces for daily short form posts. So when I talk about short form, let's define what those might include. So short form is social media, carousels, video shorts, newsletter updates, articles for your blog, Substack, Medium, etc. Short form might also include topics for podcast interviews, either for your show or that you can bring to another's, like an outline for a conversation. It could be a new lead magnet, maybe a freebie 4 lesson course. It could be a mini video series. It could be an exclusive sneak peek into your big project for VIP group members, for example. In other words, these are day-to-day content assets that require more than a couple minutes to assemble, but less than a few days. You want to aim to post these 1 to 2 times per day. Then you have the third format, what I'm calling snippets. These are pieces of micro content, aka quick hitters. These are like 1 to 3 sentence punches, usually emergent from distilled short form work. And you can also work backwards, starting here, meaning if you have a basic insight, you can turn it into a 60-second video and then merge that back into the pillar piece. So it works both ways. As far as format, I think of snippets as like social media status updates, informal self-recorded story updates, a single meme post, a threads or Twitter update, a Slack share to your team, even things along these lines. Aim to post these 2 to 3 times per day. In terms of my general creation framework, I've alluded to this already in the program. Repurposing is really my go-to methodology, particularly for snippets on days when nothing else is really top of mind, or if I'm just sitting down cold to create. I'll turn back the pages, go back through old notes, and see what I can pull out to rework. I prefer to use old work as inspiration for new because I have so much old stuff that I've written over the years. A lot of it's just like half thought out notes that can be vertically and horizontally expanded. So I talk about these two strategies in the book. Horizontal repurposing means altering the same insight, but for multiple formats and channels. Each platform gets its own native version. Vertical repurposing is deriving new angles and ideas from a singular core insight. So expanding on existing perspectives, but just going deeper and more granular to attack something from a new angle. All right, let's get into lead generation on social. Now, I do not talk about this in the book, and in fact, urge you to use social media not to sell, but to serve. However, that's not to say that you shouldn't or can't. I've seen a saturation on social the last few years, which is why I take the position that, hey, use social media as a front end traffic generation engine, not so much as your hotbed to generate sales. But don't get me wrong, you absolutely can still drive leads for the business on social media with organic posts and stay in integrity all the while. Organic inbound is very much alive, and it is still better than cold outreach if it works for you, because it's basically like tossing out the bait, but letting the fish swim inward to you. People are self-selecting to respond to your hooks. Now, here are 5 kinds of social posts that are working to drive leads in 2024. Let's go ahead and break them down. Number 1 is what I call pinned explainers. So these are usually shorts or horizontal videos that you invest in to pitch your business, the benefits and the breakdown of how it all works in a very concise format. And then you pin it either atop your website in your hero banner or on the top of your social media profile, like on Instagram, if you have a reel that is 60 seconds or 90 seconds long that explains how your entire program works. And so the point with pinned explainers is to feature them in your content at the very top of your respective pages. You can also send them to prospects directly, which serves as a nice passive content-driven demo instead of asking people to jump on a call cold without having seen anything. Number 2 is storytelling carousels. So these are longer form anecdotes from you that personalize the product. You're really connecting your own learnings or life or just a point that you have to make with a call to action at the very end. So these are a softer entry into asking for a response because you provide value, you tell a story, you connect emotionally, you establish some benefit, and then you include a non-invasive CTA. All right, number three, the I'm looking for post. These are usually single canvas posts that showcase you in the graphic, shared to your page, or as a sponsored post as a paid placement. You would say something like this: I'm looking for 3 more real estate agents ready to triple their income in 90 days. Inner Circle starting March 31st, DM for more. So just a quick hitter pitch, right? Super potent, super persuasive. Design and copy is most important with these. All right, number 4 is client results. Couple different ways to show off client results. So you can do video snips from interviews with clients. You can do static screenshots showing off conversation threads with them. You can do carousels where you rehash somebody's story framed as a narrative and establish the need within the story, show proof of success, and then asking for a DM to learn more. And then number 5, this is my favorite, but also the most difficult to pull off, what I call the controversial angle or the neglected perspective. On screen is an example of one of these that I did on New Earth Knowledge back in the day. I think I got like 20 or 30 inbound DMs after this asking about my online course at the time. So these are posts that explain a taboo or unacknowledged topic that your audience deeply cares about. Typically, it's like a newsjacking thing, something that's current that people are chattering about, that people are unsure about or how it works exactly. And then if you can break it down in a way that is new and that people will understand, you can establish a unique point of view, showcase your expertise, and then prompt people to become triggered, but in a good way so that they immediately want to learn more. They trust you. The psychology of this is that it comes across as though you know something that the rest of the world doesn't know, thereby compelling your audience to contact you. And the CTA is super important here too. So you're hitting them hard with a banger of a post that really arouses curiosity about some undisclosed topic. Then you're ending with a potent CTA, like 3 spots left for my inner circle where we go layers deeper into how to XYZ. DM yes to start. All right. So really give this some thought, test out all 5 of these and continue to iterate, find what works for you, find your own style, format, and storytelling angle, and go from there.